I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, I can see your screen.
So I can simply give a overview of this Oracle as an like this ERP as an tool as an like what exactly this ERP is. I know many of the things has been already known by you, but I just want to build the context. So first of all, this ERP. So basically, this ERP is you can say it is a product for the large organization which are basically wants to streamline their all over the business activities and operation, and they are basically working on the different departments like financial department, sales department, purchase, inventory, and all of that. So they need some kind of product which will centralize their whole system and will provide a complete record to report cycle, or a complete record to report cycle and flow. And this report basically can be viewed by the different levels of the management, and finally on the decision making, because organizations their main aim to do the business and earn the profit. So they are more into the, we can say, on the sales side and onto the financial side. So they want some kind of dashboard, and so this ERP as an product or as a tool will provide all of this thing. So we can say on a common understanding, basically for any organization we have man, money, and machine, we can say. So these things should be there, and when these three things are compromised, they make an enterprise. And so ERP is basically enterprise resource planning. So as I told, the different business operations and activities. So this ERP basically provide different functionalities as an, or we can say as a bundle, as a module. So let's say if we are working on a financial side, it will provide the financial modules like the general ledger and fixed asset, and the different business operations, if we are working in a financial department, we do have cash management activities, banking related operations, and budgeting. Like there would be many things. Okay, so the ERP, or if I will say specific to this Oracle. So this Oracle as an ERP, first it has the Oracle EBS, and with and there is another product called Oracle Fusion. So basically what happens, the Oracle EBS has started for managing the financial operation, and they had developed, or Oracle has developed their own very good engine in terms which will deal with the financial keeping the records, from the making the general entries and then posting it into the general ledger, the whole cycle, we can say, and then the process of reconciliation between the different ledgers, then finally the reports part. So Oracle EBS has developed their own general ledger, and it is we can say, and the same framework, we can say, is also used in Oracle Fusion also. So in Oracle EBS, what happens, they had we can say the Oracle EBS itself is having the different complete packages. The Oracle EBS is a complete package, but still many organizations are working which are using, let's say, they are using sales for their sales and distribution. Let's say they are using SAP, for example, or maybe they are using some different, let's say they are using PeopleSoft for managing their human capital resources. Okay, so so what happens, there is a in many organizations, they need to work on a multiple ERPs, and then they need to have a consolidated data. So whatever is their ERP tool which they are using for the financial management activities or for their financial operation, they should have bring all the data into a centralized part, so that they can make the financial report, which is the we can say, which are the final output from the ERP. Okay, so Oracle then bring the Oracle Fusion, and this Oracle Fusion, we can say, there is a tool different product, or as an ERP like PeopleSoft, and many other ERPs also. I'm not having the exact name now as of now. So this ERP as a product has been acquired by the Oracle, and after some time, when we had this Oracle Fusion R12, R13, sorry, they had club all of this thing into the Fusion, and we can say in a Fusion we are having a good we can say the integration between the different tools, different product is more easier as compared to other ERPs, or as compared to the old Oracle EBS. And with that, in Oracle Fusion, we do have like with the new UI which is coming with the Windows and with the new systems, we do have the web pages, the complete web pages, or the UI is on the web pages, we can say. And now we can say, like, if I will directly jump to the cloud. So basically in cloud we are seeing like there are three different models are there: service as a, I mean to say, software as a service, then platform as a service, and there is also one term, infrastructure as a service. Okay, so I will not go on a very deep to this, but in short, like, we can see when we are having a product, we can take the subscription of that, and the server, or the database, and the application will reside in a server, and that will be on some remote location, which basically is not in the premises of the client. Okay, and when we say software as a service, the major chunk of activities like the management of the database and the other major activities are just done by the service provider. Like if Oracle is providing the services, they will give the major chunks of the activities. Just we need to use the product as it is. Okay, so there is a lesser chance that the client or the customer which is having the license of Oracle Fusion, for an example, they can't customize the application to meet their business requirement. They can do something but not everything to meet their business requirement. So then there is a concept of like there is another platform as a service as a for the cloud platform, we can say. So here basically the client can own the license of the product, and they have their own database, and they can like have their own team of database team, and the technical team, the functional team, and majority of the organization, which are the large organization, are working as a platform as a service. Okay, so they are having their server not limited to on a one location, but because they are having their business on multiple location, so they are having this server at different multiple location, and the cloud service basically is providing an integration between the all, and is providing the services. Okay,
These will be on-premises servers.
yes, exactly. For platform as a services, premises we can define like the something which client is owning. Okay.
Okay.
So in platform as a service, yes, the server are on premises. Basically, whether it is a lease or rent premises, the ownership is with the customer only, or the organization only. We will say, let's say example of Adidas. Okay. So Adidas as a customer is having the license of Oracle Fusion, and if they are using platform as a service, so basically they have their own platform, they are having their own server, and on this server they have then acquired the license from the Oracle Fusion, Oracle Cloud, we can say. The all of the application is installed on the Adidas server, so they are having the ownership of the whole of the application. Not Oracle is having the ownership of the application, but in software as a service, basically they are having the subscription. Okay, as we are using, for an example, this Microsoft 365. So if we are using it on the as a personal user, if you are using it, it is basically the cloud platform we are using after taking a subscription of that. Okay, but the organization wants their data to remain with them. They want their data to be there on premises. So for that, they are having the platform as a service. So this is like not like only difference between the software as a service and platform as a service. This I'm bringing one of the parameter, which is a difference between these two things. So this is like clear. Like this thing is clear. No, like this is like not a very major thing. Now I will go to the fusion part, or
What
we can
about
say
the
like
IaaS? There was a third model also, right?
yeah,
SaaS,
infrastructure
PaaS.
as service. Yes. This infrastructure as service, we can say, is just the customer has developed this infrastructure. For example, Oracle is just giving the infrastructure. I mean to say, as per the client requirement, they had developed their infrastructure, and the client is independent to install any of the product. They can use AWS, they can use SAP, they can use any of it. Like just the service provider is just providing the infrastructure or the server they are providing. And by the
Okay.
like infrastructure, it means the connectivity also. Okay, how
But
the this their server will connect with the other server, and with the with their customer, their prospective customer, and the supplier. So this thing remains for also for software as a service and platform as a service. But in infrastructure as a service, basically only the infrastructure for the business operation, or we can say for the organization, has been provided. Okay, customer is independent to use any of the product. So majorly, if we will say the cloud, so basically now like on the or I can say the version which I have worked for the Fusion, it is like Oracle Cloud 19C. I have worked to this version. I have worked, and in Fusion, like things has start from the R13. Previously, it is like like completely platform as a service. It is not an not, we can say it is a complete cloud thing when Fusion started, or when the Fusion thing started to roll out. And but with time, now the Oracle is providing like a very good cloud services. They are having like many good modules like product information management system, accounting hub. So they have changed a lot from Oracle EBS to Oracle Fusion. Now I will just give an overview of the Oracle Fusion modules, like what are the different Oracle Fusion modules are, and so I will classify them on the basis of the operation that the organization is having. So first we will say like what are the different operation the any business can have. Okay, let's say this these are the thing. So the business activities can be classified. First of all, it is the human which is working. So human, for that from the client side, the department is the HR department. Okay, so here the Oracle Fusion have SCM module. Okay, human capital management module. Likewise, we are having purchasing. So they have their purchasing module, inventory management, operations, sales. In their financial activities, they can be classified as like the budget team, cash operation, for an example, receivable and payables, like that. So for their entire operation, in Oracle ERP, we are having the general ledger, and for sorry, cash operation, we are having the cash management module. We are having account payables and account receivables, like that. So this is the we can say the modules of the Oracle EBS or Oracle Fusion. Human capital, purchasing module, inventory module is there. In Oracle Fusion, we come across one more like a new term, product information management system. So whatever the items which the organization is purchasing or selling, they define this thing from the product information management system module. They have a, like a centralized location, we can say, within the Oracle Fusion. They define or they create the items. They create the item related characteristic from the product information management system. And inventory, like for the different inventory operations, like management of the stores. In within the store, we are having locators. I mean to say, like we will come across this thing. Maybe this terms will if like when we are dealing with the inventory management part in our course in the future, we will see like what are these locators, what are these racks, how we can assign the controls, and so all of these things are under the inventory management. In sales, we can say the order management part. So in Oracle Fusion, there is a very what I can say for different orders which are coming from the different sources. So the management of this sales order is a difficult task. So Oracle has come up with a unique solution which is called Oracle Order Orchestra. Okay, which is basically which brings like different sales order from different ERP sources or from different sources, channelize them, and provide a unique channel with one-to-one mapping, so that the tracking of an order up to its completion can be tracked easily. Okay, so this is in the order management. Then we are having general ledger, cash management, account payables, account receivables, fixed asset. So majority of these modules are like that. Okay, now if we will say for any organization, can I give the introduction of the this MVC model, and how exactly the UI and database interact? Short information is needed
Sure.
because you are
Sure.
already
What
working
is MBC?
this model controller and view, MCV, or I can say.
Okay.
So will I bring this information?
Sure, sure, sure.
So basically, if we will say for any application or for any organization, their main thing is the data. And with advent of the this ERP as an product, the major task or the major operation the customer or the organization wants to record the data from the different sources or from the different departments. Later on, they think like whatever the data we are having, we should have some kind of UI so that we can have this reports which we can see, and this reports can be generated using the data which already we are having in the database. Okay, so we can say for any of the product or any of the tool, in general we have a model, a view, and a controller. For any of the application, we can divide the application into this three part: the model one, the view, and the controller. So what is exactly this model is? This model we can say database, the data which is storing, how the application is have its own logic or the algorithm which is managing the data. Okay, so if I will say the database, so in Oracle as an product, whether it is the EBS or whether it is Fusion, the Oracle database or the architecture of the Oracle database is divided into schemas. Okay, so these schemas are within the database. These are, we can say, these are the like we are having in the hard disk, we are having different partitions, but the actual hard disk is a single physical identity, we can say. But within that this physical hard drive or hard disk, we are having different partition, and in that partition we can, like with our own sake of understanding or with our own understanding, we can classify the data and store it. Okay, so likewise Oracle have its own Oracle schemas, and in this schemas we can say, like for example, if we are containing, or this database is containing the information of the general ledger, so there is a general ledger schema, and with that schema the packages related with the packages, I mean to say, it is basically SQL PLSQL term, and this packages is having the code which is written, which is interacting with the database and doing the in and out operation within the database, we can say. Okay, so this packages is the pack of different procedures function together for performing some specific action. So the database related objects are in the packages, and these packages are inside the schemas. Okay, with that we are having the tables and the other database objects, like there would be many things like triggers, events, sequences, and so on. So this all reside under the schema of the database. And if we are saying it is specific to general ledger, so all the general ledger specific database objects or the application objects remain inside the schema of the GL. Likewise, we are having different schemas. We can say for purchase, for the purchasing, we are having PO schema. For inventory, we are having the inventory schema, and so on. Okay, now let's say like within the schema, the packages, the tables, the procedures, the functions all have a specific, or we can say a unique name. Okay, which helps the coder and the database also to uniquely identify the different database objects. Okay, for example, if we will say GL balances is the table which is consisting of different balances of the chart of account, we can say. Okay, all these tables related with GLs will have a unique we can say the naming will start from GL, for an example. Likewise, for purchase, or for the purchase, we are having this POPR headers. All say, like I'm not able to uniquely identify the name, but like for example, POPR headers is the table for the purchase requisition. Okay, it's the header level. And likewise, we are having the tables for different schemas. Every table or every application object or database object have a unique naming convention within that schema. Okay, up to here, like any doubt? Now I will come up to the view part. So basically, view is the user interface that user is interacting with. In Oracle EBS, we do have the forms, Oracle forms. I guess you are familiar with that.
Yeah, I've worked a little bit with that.
Oracle forms, like simply we are having the UI, like I had this Excel UI in front of us. So this is the user interface, and within the user interface we are having different buttons for which user is interacting, and my system is taking these actions and giving me the result or the expected result. Okay, so the user interface is the interface from where the user is interacting with the system and performing its task. And with that, we can say the whatever the user is taking the action, this action is taken up by the controller, and this controller and then decide whether it is a read or write operation, and with that it will follow and do the task. If it is need to manage or do the activities with the database, for example, if it is a read task, like user is interacting on the form or on the page, and it is giving something to fetch the information from the database. Let's say if user is searching the already created or already existing purchase order, so when user will give a search or will enter some button or click some button which will fetch all the purchase order records, so this information from the user interface will be cascaded or forwarded to controller. Controller will have the actual logic or algorithm for doing the operation. So what it will do, it will fetch the information or it will fetch the command from the user interface or the view. It will process the data or the process the logic. And if I have given the example of the search, so what it will do, it will then access the database, or it will like pass the command to the database that the so and so purchase order information is need to be fetched from the database. Again this information come back to the controller, and then it is shown or it is shown on the screen on the user interface. So also basically there are so many application or the ERP application in the market. We can say it is Oracle application, Oracle PeopleSoft, Salesforce, Microsoft Dynamics, Oracle JDE, SAP, Oracle Sibyl. Okay, so previous to this, Oracle has not acquired this PeopleSoft, JDE, Sibyl. Okay, and later on, they had acquired this application or the ERP products, and they are now in the umbrella of Oracle. So like with the advent, it comes like many organizations are using different and different ERPs for their specific purpose, and this makes the complication of bringing the all data into the financial, we can say, or for the reporting purpose, because it is the finance which is generating the end-to-end reports for the point of view of the finance of the business or the organization. So it is very much like all the transaction which is in financial nature should be clubbed in a single place. Okay, so with that need, like the existing ERPs, if let's say if PeopleSoft is used by the organization for the human capital management, and let's say if SAP they are organization is using for the sales and distribution, Civil they are using for the CRM, because these are the expert area of this product, or we can say this product is providing the expertization in this area. And if we can see this table, so these are the ERP which is used by for an example, these ERPs are used by the organization or the client for this particular solution. Okay, so it is very tough for the organization to club all the things in a single repository. So they need to work on the many integrations, which are the basically the custom things which are moving the data from one product or the one database to the another database. Now we can understand, like if we are saying it is Oracle Sibyl, so definitely it have its own three-tier application, like the client application and the database. And if we want to like bring all the data together in a single repository, so we need to integrate the database of the Sibyl to the Oracle application, for an example, because Oracle application is having the expert area in the financial. So let's say if the CRM or the change request management transaction, which is having some for example, in change request management we are having the data of the supplier and the customer and the employees, for example. Okay, so this CRM should act as a master for the this three identity, the supplier, the customer, and the employees. And from here only the data will move into the financial, because Oracle financial, for an example, if we are dealing with the account receivables, and this comes under the financial, so the customer data should be there in the financial. And for that we need to integrate the Oracle Sibyl database with the Oracle application database. In Oracle application we do have account receivable application, or the module we can say, and within this account receivables we do have the standard customer functionality, we can say. Okay, we can create the customer there also, so there exists the database of the customer. And for the sales invoices data, for an example, we do need the customer data, which should be there in the Oracle application database also. Okay, so we need to bring the data from the Oracle SQL database into the Oracle receivables under the Oracle EBS. So here we need to create the integrations, which is like some custom integration should be needed to create it, and this is a complicated thing. So for easing the things, what does Oracle has done in the upcoming version, or like with the Fusion, they have set up some kind of standard structure or the framework within their database, so that the working with the different application will be much easier as compared to Oracle EBS. Okay, that's why the term Fusion come, because like what does Oracle has done. They had first, like they had acquired the Civil, they had acquired the JD, they had acquired the PeopleSoft with their we can say with their understanding of the framework and the architect of this application. They had developed the Fusion application, which is providing like the optimum solution within the Fusion itself. Okay, so this is the we can say the term Fusion, where it comes from. Okay, and now if I will compare very shortly between the this EBS and Fusion application. So let's say in Oracle EBS, if we are talking about, it is Oracle 12.1.3, the very old version of the Oracle, and with that it is Oracle 2.11 also, which is the latest update which has come in the R12 series. So in Oracle R12, in short, there is Oracle Forms. So user interface is of Oracle Forms and the web pages, where the majority of the things are on the Oracle Forms. And in Fusion R13, if we say, there is a framework basically for the pages, and with this framework, they have the web pages. So the entire application is developed using the Oracle application framework or ADF pages. Okay, and they are using like this three. If we say Oracle EBS, Oracle Fusion R13, Oracle Cloud, are using the object-oriented programming. Okay, and Fusion application itself is having the OF pages, ADF, or we can say like basically they are using the ADF, which is the framework for the development of the pages, which we can say application development framework. Okay, now we will say as a functional consultant, what are the different roles and responsibilities which the Oracle Fusion SCM person should have. Okay, so we can say there would be some different roles, some nomenclature will be different. We can say like it is Oracle SCM consultant, Oracle Fusion SCM consultant, or likewise Oracle SCM functional. So basically, if we say like the most important part, or the if some expert resources is there, so they will be involved in the request for proposal. Okay, like if we are starting some if we do have some project and we are working from the scratch, so we or the functional consultant should work preparing the RFP, which is basically like the request for proposal, and it includes like the basic business requirement about the business, understanding the basic business requirement of the organization on the basis of the request pre documents which start with the tendering process for a foreign project. Okay, and by reading this RFP and by preparing this RFP, then they will like do the planning and designing of the application as an architect. And we can say like the role of architect and fusion consultant would be different, or a fusion consultant itself as an Oracle architect is working, and they need to do the planning and design of the application, like how basically the business requirement will be mapped to the standard Oracle product, and like how many of the business requirement can be fulfilled by the within the Oracle Fusion standard product. Okay, without much customization or the personalization. So basically, what this term customization means. So let's say if there is some business requirement which Oracle Fusion as a product is not able to fulfill. Okay, so or let's say there is some minor changes are there. They can use, or the business requirement can use the standard functionalities, but it should be needed to be customized. Okay, so for that reason, there is a like possibility to personalize the thing within the Oracle Fusion. So they can use the customization and personalization feature of the Oracle Fusion, and they can adjust the business requirement as per the standard functionality of the Oracle Fusion. So this would be the one thing. Second thing, like there is a complete change in the like the requirement or the need of the customer. What I can say, the requirement and the need of the business will demand a complete change which is not supported by the Oracle Fusion. So in that case, there is a need to develop a custom web page and a custom like entire thing, the application logic, the database logic, and the user interface logic is completely changed. So we need to, within the application development framework, the technical person will develop the things whose design will be given by the architect or the Oracle function consultant. Okay, so by this means we can use the Fusion as a standard product, like 80 or we can say 70 or 80% the business requirement should be meet with the standard product of the Oracle, and some of the things can be developed by the technical team with the help of technical team as a custom requirement, as the custom business requirement. Okay, this part is clear.
Yeah, yeah.
And so these are the basic responsibilities or the activities which the function consultant will perform, like the communication and coordination with the client so that they can gather the requirements, then doing the analysis part, then preparing the documents like business requirement document, SRS, SDD, or we can say like functional design document or the technical design document also, and mapping of this requirement into the Oracle
Which,
product.
so
uh,
BRD is your requirement document. SRD is what?
okay, I will just give a full name of this also. So basically, this business requirement document, and this is the system requirement specification, and SDD is the system design document. Like it varies with the project to project. We can also have FDD and TDD, which is basically the functional design document. It is it, and the other is it.
Yeah, those terms I understand, but these were like system requirement. So what's the difference between your system requirement document and business requirement document?
Okay, so basically, in business requirement document, we can say it is an eagle eye view of the business. Okay, like what is the, we can say like this is system design document. If I will go to the system design document, will contain the detailed narration of the, like what exactly would be the master process and reports, and within the master process and report, what would be the objective of the process, then the step-by-step narration about the business, what I can say, business rules, and the like how we are going to develop the pages, the table in the table format with the use cases or the use case diagram. Okay, but in business requirement document, it only contain like what are the business processes and what are the basic what would be the business rules. It doesn't contain like how we are achieving it on the system. So this is
So
the basic difference.
is it like so your BRD is generic, it's not
Yes,
specific to your application, it's a
yes,
generic
we
requirement document, right?
yes, it is a generic requirement document. Like it just
Okay.
tells what is the scope of the requirements. First thing. Second thing, how basically the business domain is operating, or how basically the organization is operating. And third thing is like for different master process and reports, what are the business rules or what are the business activities which is driving the things, or we can say like when the consultant will work with the organization to understand the requirement, they will categorize the business activities into the three parts. Let's say if the consultant is working with the financial department, and within the financial department they are working with the let's say general ledger. Okay, so this general ledger will be like how they will like what are the basic activities the finance department is doing in terms of general ledger. Okay, so they will divide the things into three parts, like master data, the process, and the reports. And within that, in the business requirement, they will club this different processes with the business activities that will be performed within the process which they had coined. Okay, like as per the business activities, they may come up with the business process, and this will be there in the business requirement document. And with the business requirement document, let's say if there is a process of financial consolidation, or I will say like the process in terms of process, like the general manual general will be the process for an example. Okay, manual general within the departments, like different department, they are creating the manual generals. Okay, so this manual general process like what is the business domain requirement and what are the business activities they are doing, if there is any business specific business rules within the department or different department will be there. So this all things will be there in the business requirement document. And when this business requirement document is or I can say the SRS will be produced. So this managerial process will have more detailed version, like the more specific requirement version will be there, which will contain the with the business rules, the detailed business rules, the different steps that user will perform, and the use cases. It should have the use case diagram also, or the flow diagrams, and a small representation of the different fields with the data type within the form which is going to be developed, we can see. And using this SRS, then the detailed version of SDD is prepared, or the system design document is prepared, which is like the technical document, and it is prepared totally on the basis of the exact product, like the database which is going to be used, and how the functionalities will be there, what I can say as is requirement. Okay, so these are the three documents which is need to be produced by the functional person. And also, like as I told you, the mapping of the requirement into the Oracle product, and doing the configuration and the setup. So this is the main part which we can say the Oracle functional will do, or the Oracle like as an Oracle functional consultant, the person should able to understand these documents and then do the configuration and setup. Okay, because like we can say 70 to 80% of the this configuration and setup are the one-time setups, so they should be well aware of the things which is written in the SRS and SDD, and how they can map this thing into the as the functional configuration in the Fusion application. And let's say if the this implementation, okay, so this part we can divide this operation like the first 5 steps, we can say it is the roles and activities more in the respect of the architect of the application. Then it is the implementation part, the 6th step. And finally, when the project is in the maintenance or the support phase, we do have this L1 and L2 tickets. So they will be working as an resolving the ongoing issues which is there in the live environment or the production environment. And these are the like basic things which I have wrote it down. So I'm not giving much emphasis on this thing, but it is like the basic information that they should understand.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
get onto the application itself,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
would be.
definitely. Okay, now we will see like how the application will be look like, and what are the basic things. So in the yesterday class, like previous class, as I also told, like there is a user configuration will be there, which will help the different responsibilities which access the functionalities. Okay, so we need to map the roles or the responsibilities with the user. Now I will start with that. And also like we do need to understand the Oracle offerings. We will see like what are the different Oracle offerings are available within the Fusion application. And then we will see here in rules, we will see the this primary rules should be there, IT security manager and the functional implementer. And when we talk about Oracle offerings in Fusion application, we should have the procurement offering, inventory, order management, product hub, or we can say product management. And likewise, we will see like what more offerings will be needed. And then we will with the functional. So there is a setup and maintenance functionality is there. So using the setup and maintenance functionality or the page, the different user or the functional person can access the, or we can say the functionality of the web pages will be accessed from where we can do the setups and configuration of the different functional objects of the Fusion. Okay, let's say if we want to create a chart of account structure, so for that we should have the offering of the general ledger, and within that general ledger offering, we should have the access with the manage your chart of account link or the page. And with that page, the chart of account page or the creation page will be open, or the manage page can be open, and user can perform the desired operation. So this setup and maintenance link should be available with the user. And with that, there is a one more thing which Fusion provide. it provides the project implementation. So when we are doing the configuration and setup, because it is very big task, okay, and this project implementation requires so many things which should be there like under a common term, okay. So this project like what the Fusion offer, like when we log in into the application, and we can create a project for so basically this project is for the doing the configuration and implementation, and it will give a holistic view like how many setups has been done, and what are the remaining which are need to be done in terms of the chosen offering and the functionalities within the Fusion application. So we will start with this thing. So first we will see the Fusion application. We will see like how the user roles and responsibility will be assigned, and then we will check the offerings, then we will check with the setup maintenance page, and then we will create the project implementation. So as of now we are going to see these things into the application. So this application access will be available with you also.
Tried it, but
Okay,
she has sent
you
me,
have the
yes.
user now. You got this user.
Yeah, she has sent me something. I have not tried it as yet.
Okay, so I had logged in into the Fusion application. So first we will simply check some like about the application. So okay, are you accessing this application for the first time?
Yeah,
Okay, okay. So I will just give a quick view, and I will also compare the application with the Oracle EBS, because you are currently using Oracle EBS. So as like in Oracle EBS, at the left side we do have the menu of the responsibilities. Okay, so the left part contain a menu where all the responsibilities which has been assigned to the user will come. So here also in the Fusion application, we do have this thing under the navigator. We need to click this three horizontal line, and it is the access which is provided to the user on the basis of the roles and responsibilities. And from here we can quickly go to the different functionalities. For an example, if I want to go to the product management, I just need to click the this thing, and it will bring the menus which are under the product management. So here we do have the product information management. If I will click this thing, it will take me to the product information management section, or the we can say the serve page of the product management. So in Fusion application, like if you are accessing the procurement or the product information management page, like all the sub application, or I can say the application within the Fusion will provide a dashboard for the specific application or module. Okay, so that's why I told you this is the sub home page you can consider, or it is a dashboard within for the specific functionality. And here at the right side we do have the task, then there is a search option, and there is a like some kind of reporting is there, okay, like where we can access the reports and access the analytical parts. And if I will click on the task part, we do have the operations for the product, like we can create the product, or the basic activities like creation, update or deletion. We do have this thing within the task. So this is the overview of the Oracle Fusion from the point of view of the navigator. If we again go to the home, we can access the same thing from the home dashboard also. So here at the top we will see there is a, from here we can access the same page. And if I will click the product information management, I will be there on the same page which I earlier shown to you. So this is the page where the transactional user, or when the things are set up and I am like operating the functionality of the Fusion for my day-to-day activity. I mean to say like I as an organization user. Okay, so this is the one part. And if we say like we do need to see the implementation side of the functionalities, so first I will check the what the version we are using. So here we do have the about this application. So basically this is the Oracle Fusion Cloud application, and it is the 23B, the latest we can say the demo version. And now we will see.
how did we get to that? Again, please, sorry.
So we do have like on the top header we can say we do have this icon. We need to click
Yeah,
this, and at the bottom like okay, just give me. I just scroll down like the page size, and you can see it here about this application.
got it, got it.
Okay, now the user management part. Okay, so we need to access the security console. So basically, this is the admin responsibilities, and from here we can access the user and give the desired roles and responsibilities to the user. So basically, it is the user management page, and what does the organization do or the customer do? They set like a different admin which is having the access of these responsibilities. So generally, like as a functional consultant, or the if we are working as a financial consultant or the SCM consultant, so all the consultant may not have the access to this responsibility. Okay, because this is a demo version, so that's why, like as a part of demo, I am showing it now. Okay, we will query our user. So simply just giving the some text from the username. Or generally, like in Oracle EBS, we do have this functionality. We can also give the wildcard like percentage, but in Fusion, like in some places it works, and like in other it doesn't. So this is our user test dot implementer one. I will
So the
simply click.
white card is percentage only, but sometimes it does not work. That's what you're
Huh,
saying, right?
in Fusion, like in some of the pages, the wildcard search operation is there, while in some of the other pages of Fusion, it is not. So if we will see, these are the different roles which are assigned to the user, this user which we are accessing. And if we will say, this is the general information for the user, the status, active lock, and the below summary table or the table says like what are the different responsibilities which is available with the user. If we want to as I told you, we need to have the implementation responsibilities or the roles also. This is the one, application implementation consultant, so it should be there, or the manager. This two, any one of it can work. And other is the functional one.